Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault Gaming video. Xvault here, and today I have another top 10 list for you. And what that's going to be, as the thumbnail does again indicate, the top 10 skins, or at least my personal faves, for that in Fortnite. So they've done a great job in regards to most of the skins, not all of them, I'll get to that, but most of the skins are very, very well done. So it was very difficult for me to make a top 10. I thought it would be easy. I was looking through the entire list and I was like, oh, I forgot about that one. And I had to do some mixing around. I had to, for sure, I thought I had some in the top 10, and then there were some I had to boot on out because they were just, personally, some of these skins were just too good to pass up not to put in my top 10. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. Alright, so we are back. We're back at the top 10 skins of Fortnite for Marvel, for all the Marvel characters and all that. So, like I was mentioning before, we had, or at least I had, a hard time deciding who was making even the top 10. There's a lot of skins. It's like, oh yeah, there's a few extra whatever. No, there's quite a bit of skins, and they're just going to keep on rolling through. So at this time of recording, this is going to be my top 10. So let's go ahead and start off. We'll do 10 to 1. So making that number 10 cut is Captain America. Captain America, to me, on this makes sense aesthetic-wise. The skin looks really good and clean. It makes sense that sometimes he does carry guns and does all that. I like the shield for his pickaxe and everything. You can have some great, US of A skin wraps and stuff like that you can do, but really just a fun addition to have him in there. He was one of the first, anyways, one of the earliest Marvel skins to be put in there, so just looks really good, really fun to utilize and do. I keep missing out on him. I've been this close to purchasing him, and then I would just forget about it, right? So when he comes rolling around again, I do want to pick him up, but really a great skin. Makes that cut, just makes that cut at number 10. Number 9, believe it or not, is, to me, Daredevil. Daredevil looks really well done. He's also super crisp and clean. You'd almost consider him a sweat skin if it wasn't for his bright red attire, or at least lighter red of attire. But the everything just works really well. The sonar for the back piece, the glider itself matches really well and gives off a good pulse as if he was getting those vibrations so he can see and everything. The batons for his attacking and his pickaxe looks really well. So just overall, really sleek, clean, well done look. I really enjoy utilizing him. He has some great emotes that can go along with that, such as the Tomb Raider tumbling emote and such like that. So just a really cool skin. Really glad I picked that one up. For some reason, I was looking at it and just decided, hey, this one needs to be gotten by me. I'm a big Daredevil fan as well. So this just made sense for me, like a no-brainer. Edge is in there at number 9. Number 8, coming in at number 8. This one should be higher, but it's not, for reasons I'll tell you here. But number 8 being Venom. Venom looks really well done. The costume does service to him. It pays homage to his original skin, as well as the other variant for, like, the Mac Gargan skin, so to speak, where it's a little more white and striped and a little more, Venom symbiote-esque with all the tendrils and everything coming out. The pickaxe does really well. It meshes into his hand, being that giant kind of like axe there, so they did a really great job there. The worst thing about him is the hitbox probably being a little bit bigger possibly, or not really being that much of a sweat skin, so to speak, because it is blockier, kind of like Brutus and such. But regardless, is a really, really good skin. Really does a great job for those big fans of Venom, which I am. So that's why he gets up there at number 8. He does not have a glider or anything like that, but still really, really a fun skin to have and always fun to do, with a cool ferocious emote for Venom being a little bit of a scowl or growl or yell, right? So really cool. Coming in at number 8, Venom. Number 7, coming in at 7, he was one of the additional skins you had to get in a previous season, that being Deadpool. Deadpool, again, it just makes sense that he's carrying guns. He's a mercenary, merc with the mouth. The red suit looks great. I'm actually a bigger fan of the X Factor one where the suit is black and gray. I like that a lot more, and you can really customize and put all sorts of different... cool thing about Deadpool is you can put all sorts of mix and match stuff when it regards to the pickaxe or the glider itself. Obviously, it has the unicorn glider and all that, which is fine, but really, I have him riding TNTina's bomb. I like utilizing that one a lot, and then I switch around his pickaxes from time to time, but he's really a lot of fun to have as well. You can mix and match a lot of emotes. It works. You got the new Ryan Reynolds emote that you get from Free Guy that you can even utilize with that for kind of a fourth wall breaking aspect there. So really coming in at number 7, possibly should be higher, but these other skins are just so good. So at least to me anyway. So 7, Deadpool, great job making the cut, and he's up there a ways. Number 6. Number 6, we're going with Black Panther. This skin also is just so well done. The cape looks amazing. Just the whole outfit looks great. I like the purple vibranium glowing and moving aesthetic throughout his suits. The glider is really, really well done. Just a fun glider. Usually, not all the gliders are fun. They serve their purpose. There's gliders out there that are just super cool and fun. This is one of them. This does come in the triple combo pack for that of Captain Marvel, Taskmaster, and Black Panther, and it was like a $14.99 or $15.99, one of the two, and definitely a great pack to pick up. But just a cool outfit altogether. I love the pickaxes, the Wakandan, daggers and everything like that. Also fit the physique and everything really well. Just a fun skin to have. Love utilizing it. Just one of my favorites. So really glad I picked that up. So that's coming in number 6, Black Panther. Moving on to number 5, this is a lot to do with the fact that he is a big favorite of mine in the Marvel Universe, MCU, or Marvel in general, but Iron Man. He comes in there because he was one of the last skins to get, and he just does such a great job having the Tony Stark, and then you get to change into Iron Man by doing the emote, right? And they do just a really good job. Again, really clean skin. Lots of emotes and everything you can do with him, and just really fit in well, and I'm just a big fan of that. I did not end up getting him. I had the battle pass. I was just super burnt out that season. For me, a Marvel fanatic, being burnt out, that was a problem. I couldn't even get to Iron Man at level 100 this season. Right now, at this time of recording, I'm well over 100 right now. Go figure. But so we do have that Iron Man coming in at number 5, really strong. Love the skin, super clean, just works really well together, right? Moving on to number 4, we're looking at Wolverine, and this was another additional skin you had to get as side quests and daily challenges and weekly challenges and all that. Just a really good skin. I mean, you got the multiple variations of Wolverine, and the classic yellow and blue, you got the brown and yellow, you got the tank top with the original, just skin sticking out and everything like that. You get the emote where your claws come out, and then you can use those as the pickaxe. I love the glider with the MCU glider, and it has that classic variant of the comic cover where his teeth and fangs are out there, the saliva's there. Oh man, it's just such a good skin. I love utilizing it. I could use it all day long. Just one of my favorites. It just does so well, and just a great job done for bringing the aesthetic and variants to Wolverine themselves. Definitely deserved of number 4. It's very tough to have this top list part here, so the other half anyways. But number 4, Wolverine, great job. Coming in at number 3 is Ghost Rider, my favorite MCU character, antagonist, protagonist, depending on what's going on, who's having the Ghost Rider, powers and such at the time. But Ghost Rider, the Johnny Blaze version, is my favorite out of them all. They do a great job with this. It's a little, the biggest disappointing part is the molten core on the back, kind of like Venom's. You just got this ball on the back. Kind of I hate when they do that. That's just it just doesn't work out. They could have done so many different things. So I don't know, whatever. But aside from that, the thing that boosts it up even further for me is that awesome Hellfire motorcycle. Such a good glider to have. Really awesome. Then you land and you got your Hellfire chains. That's also super cool. I think they did service enough for the skull on fire and everything like that as well. But just a really cool, fun skin. Love utilizing that one over and over and over. Again, personal preference of mine. If it was just me being favoritism here, it'd probably be number one, but I'm not going to do that. And there's some other ones that are just a little bit better, but big fan of the Ghost Rider skin, so there you have it. Moving on to the top two is number two coming in, and it might be a surprise to a lot of you, but Taskmaster is number two. I just really like this. This is what made me buy at first, because I didn't know it was coming with Black Panther, of course, but I knew I wanted that Taskmaster skin because it's the classic Taskmaster. You have the cool shield, the sword is really good, the white cape, everything flows really well. I'm a big fan of this character in general, and I like his copycat abilities and everything like that. So the Black Widow movie did not do that character justice. They jacked that up. I think if you've seen it, you understand what I'm talking about. So I was very disappointed with that. I was hoping they do a little something with him. It doesn't have to look like he's looks in the MCU, but they just totally let that character go to the crapper. So really a big fan of Taskmaster in this one, though, like I said. I mean, he doesn't have any specialized glider or anything like that, but he's just such a good skin. I really like what they do. And again, kind of that aesthetic works when it carries guns and all that. He can do, he's a manipulator of any fighting style and obviously uses guns and other weapons as well. So really cool. Glad to have him as an addition. I wouldn't have thought he would have been in there before a lot of other characters. So very happy with that. Making my number two really easily. So number one, oh man, number one is another skin I did not get. Because I was burned out on the Marvel fatigue, not Marvel fatigue, but Fortnite fatigue that season really bad for some reason. And this being Mystique. Mystique is the number one skin. Mystique, again, the aesthetic fits very well. She utilizes guns a lot. That's just her character and persona in the Marvel universe in general. For a lot of the time, she utilizes obviously stealth tactics and all that and manipulation. But speaking of that, we do have the coolest and best ability in the game, and that is when you kill another player or NPC or whatever, you have an emote that will change you into the person that you killed. So you can technically play as any skin and you don't have to own or buy that. Let me say that again. You can change into any character or NPC skin that you see in the game when you're playing, as long as you killed that NPC or other player. That is amazing. This also came just straight up in the battle pass. I was super close. I think she was just after Doctor Doom, and just after Doctor Doom is where I stopped. But man, what a good skin. I'm very, very upset I didn't get this skin, and it's not like it's something that's going to pop into the item shop, right? So it's like, oh man, that is so rough. But such a cool skin altogether, one of the best. So that's my number one. Let me know if you all agree out there, or drop in the comments below what your top 3, 5, 10, 20 skins are of the Marvel in regards to Fortnite itself and the skins and all that, but just let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback on that. Do you agree with my list? Are you surprised some of the folks were left out? I had other ones in there. I just forgot that these ones were in there, so to speak. Not really forgot, but when I started making the list and I had a list, I'm like, oh my gosh, that person's in there, that person's in there, that person's in there. You totally forget. And I'm like, I had to keep mixing around. This wasn't easy. There wasn't an easy list, especially for a Marvel fanatic like myself. This was not easy. I hated leaving off Domino. I hated leaving off Psylocke, Doctor Doom, Cable. I'm not too upset about leaving off Star-Lord or Groot or Thanos. Just too bulky overall, and a few things. He's okay, but not the greatest as far as the skins are concerned. I know they can only do so much. Silver Surfer, I've never just been a big fan of his. His glider and stuff's fine and all that, but a lot of the sweat skins is what that'd be called. I mean, to a T. But yeah, so some of the ones were left off, but some of those really hurt not to include, like Blade and Ant-Man and stuff like that as well. Captain Marvel is another excellent skin, but just Captain America edging out all of those. So, in my opinion, again, for my list. So, we'll wrap up the video here. I appreciate sticking through the whole way. Again, let me know what your top skins are, even if you haven't played the game, just from aesthetically speaking, visually speaking. Let me know if you've seen those skins and if they are keen to your eye and senses as well. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. We are, at the time of recording at 111 subs. I know we can get to 150. That's the next goal. And I know we can do that ASAP with everybody's help. So thank you so much again. Feel free to follow me in Discord or join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I do have a Patreon as well. All that will be in the description and links below, so feel free to check those out if you have not already. If you are new to the community and new to this channel, then please feel free to subscribe and help us out so much. So thank you so much again. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time on the next Xvault gaming video, and until then, take care.